welcome back to my channel. So I decided to do a video where I pick my favorite things from different companies, different brands, and explain why you should try them, you should check them out, or why I like them, all that good stuff. So today's the first video of this little, I'm gonna just call it must-haves, and then the blah 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 edition, like the company name or makeup brand name. This one is Morphe. Why? Because I have so many Morphe palettes, brushes, powders, etc, etc. I'm not going to do all of the collection because that would be like an hour-long video, and if I got time for that, I'm just going to do my favorites from Morphe. So with all that being said, let's get started. First, we're going to start with the smallest thing, the brushes. My favorite Morphe brushes are these babies here. I have many. I have a lot of E-series brushes, but I like that series and they're all really good. And then one B14. Excuse my cats, they're being brats today. Actually, no, Kakashi's sick, so he's just crying because he's sick. I mean, and I can't do anything about it because, you know, he has medicine, and that's all I can do is give him medicine and hugs. But because he's sick, he doesn't want me to touch him. So, back to the brushes. I'm going to start with the single baby, the B14 brush. It is just a rounded eyeshadow brush. It's actually pretty thick and super soft. Excuse me if you hear them in the background. They're fighting right now. It's super soft, and I like the fact that, first of all, that it's all black. So, like, if it gets dirty and you clean it and it looks black, it's supposed, like, sometimes I get confused, though, because I'm like, wait, is it eyeshadow or is it the brush? So I sometimes over clean it, but I like this brush because, one, it's really soft, and no matter the palette, it blends the colors seamlessly. I used it today for this halo eye, and actually I used all of these brushes to create this halo eye, and yeah, it did what it was supposed to do. So again, that is the B14. And then the E series, I have the E15, I should have went in order number, E14, and the no, sorry, this is the M156. This isn't even the E. Sorry, got distracted. But so I have two E's, a B, and an M. The M156 is double-ended. This side is bigger, of course. Also, yeah, I used this one today too. I didn't use this end though, and this end is very fine. I usually use this to get in the small areas in the corners. Sometimes I use it to put the my Anastasia Beauty Genius gel in my brows. And I just use it for a lot of stuff. It's multi-purpose for me. But I always use this end only for the eyeshadow. I use this to pack on the center, that you can see the color a little bit on there. And then these two. I really like the shape of this brush, the E15. It's similar to the B14, but it's a lot thicker. Not just the color, but it's a lot thicker here. And it's more sturdy. I don't want to say, it's not hard. It's more sturdy. So it's a little bit tougher. So it doesn't it's not that as flexible as the B14. It's more stiff, but that's good. I like that. I don't know why I like that, but I like it. And then my favorite brush, I use this every freaking day. Even if I'm not doing a full face, I'm just putting crap on my eyes so I don't look dead, because, you know, I got teacher eyes. If you don't know what that is, that's what my students call when the teacher has dark circles. I have teacher eyes. To cover my dark circles with the Mani MUA palette, I always use this one. I always use the Morphe E14 brush, and this is what they all look like close up. I'm obsessed with these brushes. I love them so much. Next, we're going to get into some of my favorite palettes, and we all know the one that's going to be in there. It's a Jaclyn Hill and Morphe collaboration. So I'm going to start with that one first. Why? Because everyone knows this one. You know this palette. There's another video on this palette. I love this palette. I've used this palette a lot, especially Twerk and Royalty, and these three. I use them a lot too. I didn't use them today though, but I use them a lot, especially when I want to do a bright-eyed look. I use these three all the time. And this one. I use basically the four at the top all the time. I always use Jax. I always use Jax. I always use Royalty, and I always use Twerk. Always, always, always. I like the other colors, but those are my favorite colors. And I don't really have to talk about this palette because we all know this palette. So I have four favorite palettes. This would be number 3. Jaclyn Hill is 4. This is 3. This is the 35 OS, not just the O or the OM. This is 35 OS, and it is the, one second, I still have the, I use it, but I still have the film on it for some reason. I use this palette a lot. Like, when I show it, you'll see. I use it a lot, but, I don't know what this moisture is. Condensation science. But I use this palette a lot. I love shimmer shadows. I mean, I'm starting to like mattes, but I love shimmer shadows, so I had to have this one. Literally every shade in here is shimmer, and it's really shimmery. The other day I did a dreamsicle look. I used this palette. These two oranges together, like, they're so pretty. I will swatch them on the back of my hand. They're just really pretty, and I use them together to make that, like, if you don't know what a dreamsicle is, it is a orange flavored popsicle with ice cream, vanilla ice cream in the middle. So yeah, to create that look, I used this palette as well as the BH Cosmetics orange shade from that palette. But I used this to make everything look shimmery. So yesterday when I did that look, I did 1, 2, 3, and then the orange from the BH Cosmetics palette. But I do like this palette. The colors blend really well, and these are some great colors, and fall is coming up, so I'm getting more into oranges, and, well, I've always used reds, except for today. I don't know what happened today with this purple and gold. I was feeling royal, I guess. But fall is coming, and I'm preparing as my baby's crying, but it's okay. He's crying because he thinks that the candle is food. I don't know why he thinks the candle is food, but he thinks the candle is food. Palette number 2 out of my Morphe favorites. Out of the 4, this is number 2. I went down. I went 4, 3. This is number 2. Is the 35P. Obviously, the P stands for purple, and inside of here is all purple shades with, like, some whites and stuff to blend. Some brownish purples, nude purples. But, obviously, you can tell that Niki stays on this side. I do. I did not. Oh, wait. Yes, I did. I did use this today to create this look, but only for the inner corners. Like, this color is this color here, and this one. So it's this and this together in the inner corner. The rest is BH Cosmetics, Manny MUA, Tubs Makeup Geek, and Jeffree Star on my face right now. Yeah, the inner corner is those two on the end. Again, it's basically, if you like purple, this is for you. I like it because I just started getting into colors, and I never tried purple before until recently. So I love this because it has literally, I mean, most of them are shimmery, but it has like deep purples, dark purples, mauve, orchid, lilac, lavender, like all these purple shades, so you can create a billion looks. Or not, if you don't want to, that's on you. But I can create a billion looks, that's fine. So I like this one, and excuse the ratchetness of this cover. I'm standing off to the side because my baby's on my bed, and usually when he's sick he doesn't get on my bed, but he's up there and they're fighting. Okay, no violence on my channel. The last palette, number 1. My most favorite palette from Morphe would have to be the 35U. Now, I don't know what that U stands for. Maybe Universal. Maybe, I can only think of Universal at the moment. Don't ask me why. But, first of all, these colors. These colors. I've used every color in this palette. I'm not gonna lie. I've used every color. The white is gone because last year, Halloween, my friend wanted to be Jigsaw. So, yeah, we needed some white, and it worked on her face. Wouldn't have worked on my face. I'm much darker than she is. If you watched my Taja Call video where I did the half Alphaba, half Glinda the Good Witch, I used all of these greens here. I used to always use this color, and this color for my lower lash line when I first started doing my makeup. Always. This is my first palette from Morphe, and I always use these 3 on my lower lash line. I'm sorry, my baby is fighting himself on my bed. Like, you can't see it, and I don't want to. I feel like when I put the camera down, I put it on him, he knows, so he stops. But he's literally on my bed fighting himself because Naruto's in the kitchen. Anyway, back to this palette. This is my very first purchase from Morphe. I bought it a year ago, literally a year ago. My first purchase from Morphe was last August, and it was this. And I absolutely love this palette. I'm going to be sad when I hit pan on more of them. I think I should get another one anyway because the white in this palette is so pink. Like, let me show you. It's so pigment. Like, I didn't even show the colors. Like, I'm rude, but the white in this palette is just so... Okay, but I hit pan though, so it's gonna be hard to pick it up. But it's so pigmented. Like, I mean, the BH white is pigmented too though. But like, yeah, it's a little chalky, but that's because I hit pan, so I had to like my nail scraped it. It's not chalky because it's ratchet. It's chalky because my nail scraped it. But it's so pigmented and it's shimmery. And then those colors that I always used. So let's see. Sorry, I'm looking to see which ones. The colors that I always use is this one, this one, and this one. So these are the colors that I used to always use on my lower lash line. Sometimes put them together, sometimes separately. And they're gonna go right here. Like, and I really love that blue. I love this blue. I love this blue so much that I wore it every day. My students, teacher, why only blue? Why always blue? Why only blue? And I would lie and say because blue is my favorite color. Well, it is my favorite color, but like, I didn't want to say because I like it. Shut up, stop asking me questions. That's just rude. So you just say blue is your favorite color and then they go, oh, okay. But literally, these are some of my favorite shades from my favorite palettes, and I really, really love the Morphe palettes. Like, I know people are like, but they recycle the shadow, they get it from some blah, 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 blah. I get that, that's fine. However, comma, they work for me. They blend for me. I haven't had any problems with a Morphe palette ever yet. Knock on wood, because I don't want to have any problems with a Morphe palette, but I'm just saying. Can't never just film a video without him being the star of the show. Naruto. He don't care. He doesn't care. No tact at all. And now they're killing each other again. So I'm going to finish this video before they kill each other for real. If you want to know any more information about anything, feel free to ask. I have no problem answering questions. If you want to know the other palettes that I have, feel free to ask. I answer those questions too, because I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 Morphe palettes total, and then I have the little blush palette, which I don't really use, but that's because I don't use blush like that. I use Jeffree Star's Dark Horse as my blush. Don't judge me. Or I use this Korean brand because the color is so pretty. I use that as my blush. I'm not a big blush person. I have hella brushes too. I have some of their little lip glosses. Like, it's the ones in the tube. It's not the one in the little, with the dough brush, or someone you gotta squeeze it out and put it on. I have some of those. I always use their banana powder, always. And that's about it. Oh, and I have some of their lashes too, which their lashes are really nice. I'm actually wearing a pair right now. It's not part of the video, but I wore them because I wanted to wear them. I don't remember the number though. I just know it says black, and then like, it says a 138, 150, somewhere. It's 100. It's past 135. So it's lower than 160. So in between 138 and 160, somewhere in there. I'll look at the little thingy, and then I'll put that in the description if you really want to know. And that's about it. It is Tuesday night in Korea. I had a wonderful Tuesday. I hope wherever you are, you're having a wonderful Tuesday, because it is officially Tuesday in America right now. And other parts of the world, it's now Tuesday, and other parts of the world, it's basically Wednesday. Anyway, have a wonderful day, night, morning, evening, lunch, breakfast, dinner, date, anything like that. And I have to control my boys from killing themselves. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.